Welcome to the webinar today. We are going to talk about what you post to your Facebook page. So maybe you are just getting started with social media marketing. You're new to it maybe you don't use Facebook much, and so you're wondering, what do I post to my Facebook page, right? So we're going to talk about that, show you how to get some ideas, and talk about some things that you can post on your Facebook page so that you have a good idea of how to get started with this. So let's jump into it. Now, I have multiple Facebook pages that I manage. When I get a business or start a website, I'm going to go set up a Facebook page. It's one of the first things that I always do, so that I make sure that I have that available on the primary social media platforms. So that could be Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, any of those other platforms that you want to use. You want to get those accounts created as soon as possible. But what do we post on it? So today we're focusing just on Facebook. And this site, or this page that I'm showing you here, is my ViperSharp professional knife sharpening system page. So this is my own invention, a precision knife sharpener that I created. And this is one of my primary businesses, my primary focuses with my business, and primary websites that I promote. Since it is my product, this page is something I use strictly to focus on advertising that product, to talk about what it does, to show examples, to present my videos, to talk about my sales. That's what I do with this site or with this page. Sometimes when I get mentions in other websites, I'll post links to those and let people know, hey, I was mentioned here. Go check it out, right? And so I've done a lot of that this year and had some of those posts up there. Tutorials and things like that. So what about if you have a different website, if you have a site that's not your own invention? It's still a good idea to present information related to your topic, to your site. So there are a number of options here, a number of things that we can do to post content on our website. And there's an easy thing to help you get an idea. So let's say you are selling dog beds. Okay, maybe dog beds is your niche. So if we go out and search for dog bed, so do a search for your product on Facebook. So we run a search there for that. When you do this, Facebook is going to give you filters. Now, at the current time that I'm doing this video, the filters are all on the left here. So we can choose to look at marketplace, we can choose to look at videos, photos, people, posts, or all, and it defaults to all. Now, most of what it's showing over here right now, it starts with the marketplace. So it's showing dog beds that people are offering for sale. Okay? But if we scroll down, we can see, oh, there's other pages. Here is a competitor, the Calming Dog Bed, an e-commerce website. So this is somebody's website that they put up selling dog beds. The Anti-Anxiety Dog Bed, there's another website. Calming Dog Bed. Not the Calming Dog Bed, but Calming Dog Bed. So a different one, right? Donut Dog. So these are all pages of competitors of ours, basically, if this was our niche. Okay, well, let's go find out what they're doing. And that's one of the easiest ways to get started on Facebook and to know what to do, is come into these other pages, do a search for your keywords, come in and look at the other pages. What are they doing? You can see even their design. Here's an image idea that they're putting on their site. Here's their logo that's showing up, which isn't very great because you can't even see, you can't read it. It should have a social version of that logo somewhere. All right, so what do? Well, here we've got just a link to their website and a bunch of hashtags and an image. Looks like they like to do that. Here's another one, the Calming Dog Bed, an image and links and hashtags. An image and a link and hashtags. And that's all these guys are doing. They're focusing largely on the images of their products. Okay. Now, they've been around for about a year, and they have how many likes on this? 184 people that like this page, and one more that follows. They do have a video over here where they've shown their product in video. You could definitely do better than that in a year if you're really working it. And so this is one example, but all they're doing is the same thing. They've got different images, but otherwise it's just hashtags and a link to their site. And I wonder if they're the same hashtags: pet, pets, pet's bed, calming dog, dog beds, calming, calming dog beds, pet anxiety, dog anxiety. And they've got calming dog in there twice, which is probably not real helpful. And look at that. Same tags, same keywords, including the duplicate there. So all they're doing is copying and pasting. Very lazy way to promote yourself and not the most effective. All right, there's one idea. We can put an image up there with a link to our site and hashtags. Well, what about these guys? There's 2,180 people who like this page. They've got their automated messenger coming up. All right, so here's a little better example. Pretty sure my daddy's new purchase fits me perfectly. The Calming Bed, solutions to help your dog sleep better. Get your here. I think that's supposed to be yours. That's a much better version of a post. That's very good. They're engaging. They're giving you the link, telling you where to get one, a call to action, but they're giving a little bit of more of a personal touch to it. Treat your fur baby to the #1 rated dog bed to reduce their anxiety and enjoy better sleep. Promotes good behavior and improved health, reduces anxiety. Look at this. They have a bullet point list of the benefits of their product. And then at the bottom, they are putting some hashtags in there. Hashtags are okay if you don't overdo it. There's nothing wrong with that. We can definitely do hashtags because if somebody searches for one of these keywords, then the hashtag will help this image come up. So those hashtags should be relevant keywords that people use. That's why it's so important to do your keyword research before you get to this point. If you have a list of keywords that you're targeting, then we can use those keywords when we do these posts. Okay. So this is a pretty good example here. They've got some interaction. They've got people making comments on these. This is a pretty good, these guys are doing a pretty good job. Mama brought me home a calming bed from work. Yep, I approve. I like it. The Calming Bed, solutions to help your dog sleep better. Get yours here. And again, they said your instead of yours. See, when you find a typo or you see a typo, or fix it first, but don't repeat it. So these guys, whoever's doing their marketing isn't paying very close attention to that. And they've got a template somewhere that they're copying and pasting, and they keep putting that same typo in there because nobody apparently has told them that there's a typo. This is a pretty good example. Now, one thing we see consistent here, they're using images, right? There's a lot of images, captivating images that grab people's attention. That's important. Images and video are both very important when posting on social media. Video especially, because we want something that moves. All right, this one, we didn't look at these guys, did we? Or is this the one we were just on? Nope, Calming Dog Bed, this is a new one. To stay active, everyone needs good rest. Give your pup the restful sleep they deserve. Comfy calming. All right, so they've got a little bit longer blurb here. Give your dog comfort and peace of mind. Call to action, link to their site. Okay. And it's interesting there, is that, yeah, that's okay. Hobbyaddicted.com. So it's interesting that they're page name, Calming Dog Bed, doesn't match their domain name. Try to match that. Would be a little better consistency. Look at this, a video, right? Videos are great. Now that's not hard to do. This is just simple stuff. They're probably taking some stock video, possibly manufactured video, and combining it, and some of these are just images. Okay, so that takes a little bit more to put something like that together, but that's something you can get done for you for $5 or $10 per video and have videos created. Highly recommend that. That is something that definitely will encourage people to interact with you on Facebook. So put some text in there, a little bit of content, a little bit of description, call to action, and a link to your site, an image that grabs attention, maybe a video. Those are some things that you can do here. If you're doing blog posts, which you should be doing, that gives you content on your website that you can share. You do a blog post, you come over here and you say, you put the title of the blog post and maybe a one-liner to introduce it, and then a link to the post. Okay? And that can drive traffic from Facebook to your site. You can post those images from your blog post on Pinterest and Instagram. And so that gives you a way another way or a couple ways to share the blog post there. And so there's a lot of benefit, a lot of potential if you're doing content like that on your site, blog posts and stuff, because then you've got something you can share over here easy. If you create videos, then you've got something you can share here easy. But even just putting an image to one of your products, and then I would link directly to that product, not just a link to your homepage, but link to that product. Talk a little bit about the product, not too long. Okay, one paragraph is sufficient. It might only be just 1 or 2 lines, but give a little bit of original text that you write on there that isn't found anywhere else on the internet, even your website. Get some original text there, a link to the product, and an image to the product. Now here's a little trick, and you'll see this in some of my other videos about Facebook, but if you put a link to your site, Facebook will automatically look for images and give an image preview. And so if you link to a product page that has an image on there, Facebook will generally pull the image automatically for you. Or you can choose to put whichever image. You can start the post as an image post and choose the images or image that you desire to have in there. So look at what your competitors are doing. Look at several so you can kind of get a feel for those that are better in your mind, what you can see that where they do a little bit better job than others, and that'll give you some ideas of what you can do to start posting on your Facebook business page. Now get out there and get to work with your page so that you can drive traffic to your website. Thanks for watching.